My name is Alan Williams, and this is my informative speech for Communications 101 class, fall semester of 2012 for Liberty University Online. The topic I picked to discuss is civil engineering. I'm qualified to discuss this topic as an expert because I have spent 35 years in the career, 22 years of which I've spent in the public sector. I'm a licensed professional engineer in Alabama and Florida. I work for a utility authority which interacts with people all over our county because we're the sole wastewater facility and the majority of the water service in the county. A career in professional engineering in general and civil engineering specifically, is a great one to talk to your children and grandchildren about when they're considering careers, particularly if they're inclined toward math and science, because it is that unique opportunity to do things that are rewarding in your day-to-day job and in building things that are, or participating in the building process, that are permanent. And also in the process of doing that, you get a chance to help people, and many times just the ordinary homeowner that can't figure their way through the web of permitting and paying for a connection to the system and knowing what it's going to cost and who to talk to. It can be very complicated sometimes. The situations that occur are generally can be summed up by the first situation is the individual who comes in and they have a home that's been on a septic tank for, let's say, 50 years. They have been told by the health department or by us, depending on the circumstances, that they're going to have to connect to the sewer system because the tank is failing and it's causing a potential environmental contamination. So sometimes they're very angry, and it's an opportunity for me to spend a little bit of time with them, sometimes as much as hours. I have spent as much as 3 hours with somebody before who was very, very angry about the whole circumstance they found themselves in. But it's an opportunity to talk to them. They let them vent, and that's what they want to do, is have somebody listen to them. And it gives me the opportunity to kind of draw them out a little bit as far as their feelings about the eternal things. Many times I've found that there are just total unbelievers that come in that I still have the opportunity to witness to, which is certainly a great thing to be able to do. And at other times, the people are they're already believers, and we have a little mini worship service there sometimes. The one major circumstance is when we have developers who are building a subdivision, commercial building, some sort of complex of that nature. They have to understand the whole permitting process. It's very expensive, and they, again, in some cases, they're very angry about something they're being made to do they don't want to have to do, which again gives me an opportunity to do the same thing with them, probably on a shorter time frame because they're generally are pretty driven to get an answer and go. But the other circumstance is when either an individual or a developer is in the middle of a project or a simple connection or whatever, and they encounter a problem they don't know how to get around. They've gotten partial answers from other people. They have have not gotten an acceptable answer, so they either have been referred to me, or they may have sought our department out, and I happen to be the one that got them because I was there. Some cases it's churches, and I talk to the minister or the head deacon, whoever it happens to be, and help them solve their problems as well. But the whole bottom line of this is that there's very few careers where you can pursue the math and science side of it and design things, see them constructed, feel somewhat rewarded from that, but also you get the opportunity to talk to other believers, to have to reinforce each other, and for the people that you do encounter that are not believers, you have that opportunity to briefly plant a seed that hopefully will be watered. I would consider this a great career for anyone. We have young people who have just gotten out of college and that work with us, and of course their experience is pretty shallow at this point, but over the years, if you use these opportunities, it leaves you with a feeling of not only accomplishment but of peace, that you've been able to maybe possibly introduce the Savior to someone who is not saved, or just give someone a little comfort that is very upset by circumstances beyond their control. And I thank you for the opportunity to speak.